The diver's flashlight cuts through the black water. Somewhere 2 miles inside this mountain, there are 13 people. They have been there for 9 days. No one knows if they are still alive. It started as a birthday celebration. On June 23, 2018, 12 boys from a youth football team called the Wild Boars rode their bicycles to Tham Luang Cave in northern Thailand after practice. Their coach, a 25-year-old man named Ekapol Chanawong, was with them. The plan was simple. Walk in, celebrate, leave before dinner. The cave air was cool. Their voices echoed off the walls. They walked deeper than they had before. And then, somewhere deep inside, the water came. Monsoon rains had flooded the exit behind them, silently, without warning. The boys ran. The water followed. They climbed to the highest point they could find, a narrow ledge inside the mountain, and they waited. There was no signal, no light outside that phone. The snacks they had brought were not meant to last a day, let alone 9. This is the moment most people in that cave would have broken. But Ekapol Chanawong had lived in a monastery for most of his childhood. His parents had died when he was 10 years old. He had been sent to a monastery, where he spent years learning to be a monk, including learning to meditate for an hour without moving. Inside that cave, he taught the boys to do the same. Breathe slowly. Stay still. Conserve the air. Stanford researcher Leah Weiss later explained that meditation slows the heart rate, reduces oxygen consumption, and lowers cortisol levels. The oxygen inside the cave had already dropped to 15%. 21 is normal. 15 is the minimum for sustaining life. They found water by licking drips from the stone walls. They sat together in the dark. Some prayed. Some cried quietly. The boys asked their coach if they were going to die. He told them they would get out. He did not know if that was true. Outside, the largest cave rescue operation in history was being assembled. But here is what no one on the surface understood yet: Thai Navy SEALs, British cave divers, American military, Australian specialists. Over 1,000 personnel from across the world were converging on one mountain in northern Thailand. The cave passages were some of the most dangerous ever attempted. Zero visibility, strong currents, tunnels so tight that divers had to remove their oxygen tanks to fit through. Days passed. The world watched. Officials quietly admitted that if the boys were not found soon, there might not be enough oxygen left to find anyone alive. Then, on July 2nd, 9 days after the boys went missing, 2 British cave divers named John Volanthen and Rick Stanton pushed deeper into the cave than anyone had gone before. And there they were, 13 people, sitting in the dark, meditating, not screaming, not collapsed, sitting. One of the boys' mothers watched the footage later and said, "They looked serene. No one was crying. No one was panicking." It was, in her words, astonishing. A Buddhist monk who knew Coach Ekapol sent a note through the divers, sealed in a plastic bottle. It read, "Be patient. Build your encouragement from the inside. This energy will give you the power to survive." The rescue that followed took 4 more days and 18 specialized divers. One man, a former Thai Navy SEAL named Saman Kunin, gave his life during the operation. All 13 came out alive. The bicycles the boys rode to the cave that day are still there, standing exactly where they left them. If you like this story, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.